the truth.
Hello everyone, welcome to our video. My name is Crypto David, and today I'm going to be talking about XRP. Now, the title of this video is, do you actually hold enough XRP? And I will be going on more about that later in the video. But right now I want to talk about, the price, where I believe it's headed for the next couple of weeks, some news about Coinbase, and other news with the case. So be sure to stick to the end of the video. If it's your first time on the channel, please subscribe down below. Please leave a like in the video. Without further ado, here we go. So firstly, to talk about the price, right now at time of recording, we are sat at 77 cents, and we are down 6% for the day. We're still holding that 6th place spot. A couple of weeks back we overtook Solana and Cardano, so that is huge. We're still holding that, and I do want to talk about the monthly chart here. I do believe this area, if you did pick any up, congratulate yourself, because I do believe that this was a bottom. I mean, it's around 60 cents, and we weren't seeing low levels like that since the summer of 2021. And we did have a huge pump. Everyone's going crazy on Twitter. We had a big pump up to 90 cents. Because XRP never moves, and we're holding some support around this area, and I can see us going to $1 pretty soon. I mean, anything under $1 is such a steal, and we're going to be looking back at these prices in the future, wishing we actually got in. But firstly, I want to talk about this article that was written by Coinbase. And a misconception with these Coinbase articles is they'll think, oh, it was written today, but this is literally the time it is right now. This was written about the 12th of January, but I thought this was pretty funny because, Coinbase is, telling you how to buy an unregistered, security. And I thought this was pretty interesting. And I was under the impression that when coins get an article written about them, there's a listing following that, like what happened with XYO. They had a Coinbase article written about them, and then, maybe just a couple weeks after, they had a huge pump. I think it was around this time they had a huge pump, nearly having like a 2-3x. So that's why I was under pressure by. That's why I thought XEC was going to get a Coinbase listing as well. But it seems to be that they're doing this, just about everything now. How to buy Tether, how to buy USD coin. So I'm not too sure if actually, there's a Coinbase listing. But to further talk about that, there's a tweet here by Jack the Rippler, and 32 million in XRP was transferred to Coinbase, and he says he thinks Coinbase is ready to relist XRP. So, could there be an XRP listing? And there is stuff in the case that's going to be released today that I want to talk about later in the video. But I personally think that, Coinbase will not list XRP until, it's too high for retail investors to actually get into, when it's, past that $10 point. That's why I personally think. I always think Coinbase is late to the game. But, it seems very, there might be something going on behind the scenes. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But as I say, with most of the projects in this ISO list, they're not interested in getting these lower prices, and the average investor will invest in XRP when we're past, these levels, and we'll be looking back wishing that XRP was this low, under $1. It'll be unheard of, and I can foresee that, and I can tell that's going to be true. And XRP, which I love and I've talked about before, the risk to reward ratio. I mean, we're still in the dumps. We haven't actually moved this year at all. So, if we lose the case, whatever, we won't go down, necessarily, too much. But, if we win the case, the prices will soar. So it's like a 10-to-1 risk reward ratio. So, it's a no-brainer. I got a tweet here by Stasis, and it's a partial partnership with Ripple. So Stasis will issue EURS on the XRP ledger. Ripple will provide StasisNet with the technical support necessary to integrate with the largest euro-backed stablecoin with XRP Ledger in H2 2022. And there's actually an article written here that's more talking about it. EURS is a leading euro stablecoin among the top 10 stablecoins globally. Ripple will provide Stasis with the technical support necessary to integrate EURS with XRP Ledger in H2 2022. And as we know, XRP is just going to dominate, the payment sector in the future due to its scalability, speed, low cost, and carbon neutrality. And this is what I want to talk about as well. How green is XRP compared to everything else? Bitcoin uses 3.9 billion gallons, Ethereum 238 million, and XRP only using 63,000. And in the end of the day, you want to obviously invest in a project with good fundamentals, what want to be around, but you want one that's going to be good for the actual planet, because the planet's gone, what is all this stuff even for? And it says here, committed to being a sustainable company. Ripple has a plan to reach carbon zero by 2030. So this is makes you feel better invest in these projects that are actually, being good for the planet. I have a tweet here. It's about by John E. Dean, and it's about unsealing of the documents in the Ripple case today. So there's documents going to be unsealed today. And John E. Deaton says, I don't believe the 2 legal memos will make or break the case. I predict that if you want to argue XRP is or was a security, you will need to read the memos as supportive. If you want to argue XRP is or wasn't a security, you will need to read the memos as supportive confirmation bias. So right now, there's not much clarity going on, and it looks 50-50 to me. So, this case is just like, it seems to be dragging on forever. And, this information, it's saying, a lot of people are saying, this can make or break the case. And if it doesn't, it will put a lot of pressure on the case. People are just, getting really impatient and waiting for this to happen. I mean, it's quite sus that this is happening. And then, there's Coinbase stuff. So could the case be ending, or, could it not? I've heard stuff that's going to end, later in the year, or it's going to end, in the next few months. People, I don't think anyone actually knows, to be honest. So I'm just looking forward to when it'll actually end. But yeah, to go back to the title of the video, do you hold enough XRP? Whenever I see stuff like this, where I get hopeful of, the case ending and, listings happening, I'm just thinking, I mean, obviously, I'm heavily invested in XRP, but like, am I invested enough? Because, if the case wins, we're never going to see these prices again, and we're going to be shooting up, to the moon. So, I'm just thinking, do I actually have enough? And it's, sort of not scaring me, but like, I think I need to stack more XRP, and these are definitely good buying opportunities. I would have, obviously liked to get in more, at 60 cents, but, it's tomato, it doesn't really matter in the long run when you're seeing 10x prices from where we are actually at. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. XRP, I'm still hodling, I'm still, accumulating XRP, and I'm looking forward to, what the results are going to be for this actual case. But if you have made it this far, I appreciate very much for watching. Let me know down below when you think the case is going to end, or any information on XRP. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I do release when I upload videos, and I'm trying to be more active on Twitter. And make sure to give me a follow on Instagram as well. I haven't posted in ages, and I haven't posted yet, but I will post more, and give you guys a little more insight into my private life. I've got guitar stuff. I used to play guitar. I still play, but I've been playing for about 6 years. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you haven't made it this far, thank you very much. Leave a like in the video, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.
The truth.